everyone. This is my review of Springfield girl, I guess, Abby. I wasn't even aware of this series. I don't recall seeing them in the stores. You know, the regular stores like Target or Toys R Us or anything like that. I bought her actually at my local craft store, which is JoAnn Fabrics. And they had all the, well, they didn't have all the dolls. They had her and another type of doll. And they had a lot of outfits. They actually do have a lot of neat outfits for them. Though I think I'll probably make my own outfit. And they had shoes, you know, and they came in sets, you know, with little outfits and little shoes, and they had my, you know, like evening dresses and little cheerleader outfits, and so they were quite cute. But I just bought the doll for today. So, what I liked about her, well, she had kind of a nice personality. What I kind of liked about her is that she's kind of, she has kind of a mixed look. You know, she kind of looks like she would probably be Hispanic, but, you know, she's got the blonde hair and all that. So I thought, you know, most of my dolls are pretty much one thing or another. I'm very big into having kind of multicultural dolls, you know. And I kind of liked, you know, she's nice looking, but, you know, not exactly, you know, goes in terms of like beautiful, but, you know, pleasant looking, nice looking, you know. So I thought, sort of expression training, but you know, it's kind of nice to have a doll that's kind of more normal, you know. So I like that. And she's not creepy. You know, most of the time when you get dolls at craft stores, they're really scary, you know. Nothing's more scary usually than a craft store doll, you know. So it's amazing. This group, that, you know, they're 18 inches. They're in a lot of ways, they remind me of the My Generation dolls, but they're a lot nicer looking, or they're not quite as creepy looking as I find the My Generation dolls. So, and there seems to be a join the club, SFStyleClub.com, and this identifies the doll as Abby. As I said, I actually don't really know too much about this series. It seems that this is fibercraft, so it seems these dolls are actually meant to be in with crafts. Okay, her name, my Abby. Hi, my dream is to be a veterinarian. I love shopping with my mom and taking tennis classes with my best friend Olivia. My favorite day was when my mom threw me a surprise party. And it's kind of nice they have this in French and in Spanish. And here's the dolls. Now at my craft store they only had Emma. Actually the Madison doll, Madison and Maria, of course I've not seen them in person, so I don't know what they actually look like. And I'm kind of pleased they seem to have a redhead too, Olivia, which is actually Abby's best friend. So, but they only had Emma at the store, I think. Though Emma seemed to have a lot darker hair, so, but, I was thinking if I ever find Olivia, I might like her. And actually, I like Madison and Maria are kind of nice looking too. But they didn't have all of them at JoAnn. They don't generally, at least at my store, they don't generally have these dolls. So, I think it might have been just for the holidays. And then they have hair care things. Use a rubber brush with rubber bristles. Gently work on tangles from the end to the crown. And styling, very lightly mist doll's hair with distilled lukewarm water in a spray bottle, and do not use heating or style products. So, yeah, and there doesn't seem to be anything on the top or the bottom. They had I think normally she goes for $20. Because they were having, she was at, they had a sale. She was, I got her for $15. So, so this is her in her box, and now I'm going to take her out of her box. We'll see what she looks like there. So this is Abby out of her box. She can't really stand on her own, and she also really can't sit down very well. She's a sleepy time doll, which can be a little bit of a problem sometimes because the eyes can, you know, eventually as time goes on start sticking. She's got a fully closed, she's able to move her arms and legs outward. They don't bend at the, they don't bend at the elbows or the knees, and the legs can move. Though I'm a little worried about the legs, that how sturdy they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to be very sturdy. She has a fully cloth body. Now what I don't like is that there is kind of a rather strong, I don't know, it's kind of it's kind of an unpleasant smell. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not very, very strong, like overwhelmingly strong, but it's, well, it's just not very pleasant. Kind of, the closest I can think of something, it's kind of, excuse me, it's kind of similar in a lot of ways, like a pesticide smell, but it's not quite like that. It's like a fabric. It's like a fabric, maybe some type of fabric or fill or something, but it's kind of got a slightly, the closest I can say that the smell is kind of like a pesticide smell. She came in a simple shift, which is, it's kind of attractive in its simplicity, and she doesn't have any shoes, and she didn't come with any other accessories like a brush. But, this doll, I think these dolls are meant for you to either buy their outfits or else to make your own. I think this is, the hair is surprisingly quite soft, though it's kind of thin, so you can really see the, scalp, and that's kind of a little creepy. But it's very nice. And I think it's going to be very easy to, a lot of doll hair, it's not going to be, a lot of doll hair is not easy to style, but I think this is going to actually be very easy to put in braids and all that. So, but I really like her. But unfortunately, she does need something apparently to help her stand, and I don't know how well she's going to sit down. Now, what I'm looking forward to, we buy a lot of doll patterns. They're actually, I mean, we have some for our own, and my 18-inch dolls, all my dolls actually a lot of them need new clothes, and we have a lot of outfits. And but we've been buying, my mom and I, we both sell on eBay and my mom sells on Amazon. I tend to prefer eBay myself, and we sell patterns, and doll patterns are actually, particularly for the 18-inch dolls, they're quite popular, partially because of the American Girl series, and in England they're also particularly popular. But my mom, generally speaking, I'm not usually that impressed with a lot of the doll patterns. I don't always like a lot of the outfits they put dolls in. But my mom found one today that was I really loved, and she let me keep it. And it's this McCalls outfit. And what I like is that, you know, I'm kind of really into, you know, cultural dolls and all that. And they've got an ancient Egyptian one, and a Peruvian cowboy type girl, and an Indian one, and a Japanese kimono, which I was particularly happy to have. And as you can see, well, they're actually using different types of dolls. I think this is a My Generation doll. And I think this is the spring part of the Springfield set. I don't recognize the other two. But, so, of course, McCalls I think is a little harder. But I was thinking I might do this. I might make these. This might be my next project when I want to go on to something a little bigger. It doesn't really look like it should be. And what I really like about this outfit, this pattern, is that it teaches you how it's not just the, you know, it's not just the outfit. They teach you how to make the shoes and the hats. So I mean, it's a full set. So I mean, this is this is great, I think. So I think after I finish my Kate Middleton Barbie dress, I think I'll probably do, I'll start on this, and we'll make not only Abby here some new clothes, but my dolls up there too, because their outfits are getting, I just washed their outfits, so they're not going to be naked anymore as soon as I put, now it's just a matter of putting the outfits on them. But I think they've been feeling a little, I don't know, they've not been looking too happy. Of course, maybe it's they feel insecure because I had this, when I got into religion for like 1 year, and I was thinking about becoming a nun. I've always wanted to be spiritual, you know, and live a simple life, but in the end, I've always just had to come to terms that I'm just way too materialistic to be spiritual. So I really do. I just love things. And for my credit, you know, at least I'm usually very happy with my things, and they do give me happiness. You know, I have realistic expectations for possessions, but the fact is, you know, my dolls and Star Wars figures and my video games, you know, they just make in my DVD collection, you know, they make my life very happy, you know. I like, so, but of course, you know, that makes me not very good for the spiritual world, I guess. So, anyway, I was planning on selling my dolls, and I wind up actually selling some of them, but they got stuffed into a box, and I don't know, I don't know if that didn't make them feel a little unloved, but maybe I'm figuring we'll get them a new outfit, and for some of them where their hair's gotten a little yucky, I'll get them a new wig, and you know, maybe a nice little makeover will make them feel better. Particularly since you know, I've been buying new dolls, and I don't know if they don't feel a little insecure with the new people, you know, with their new outfits and their nice hair and all that. So, anyway, I've gotten really off the topic here, haven't I? Oh yeah, she came with a little tag. Apparently where you can go to this place and there's you know, you create outfits and play games and unlock prizes and blah blah blah. So yeah, there's a website for them. So anyway, that's my review of Springfield Abby, and well, there it is. And, you know, when I do the McCalls, if I wind up doing this next, I'll do a video series like that, like I've been doing with the Kate Middleton Barbie dress. So, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.